Sir Wirt.
Disney is not the only company with unfinished and cancelled animated films. Disney's competitor, DreamWorks Animation, have their fair share of rejected products. Today's countdown will be a top 7 cancelled/limboed DreamWorks Animation films. I searched far and wide from these entries on the light and dark side of the internet. Let's begin. Set to entertain more and delivering laughs for moviegoers, DreamWorks was about to develop a sci-fi comedy titled Gullible's Travels, together with Bob Cooper's Landscape Entertainment. Written by Ron J. Friedman and Steve Benich, who also seats as executive producers, the picture concerns the planet's most gullible man, who conducting time travel via a porta potty to save the life of a woman he loves. However, as he runs into her in the past and future, the guy believes he is meeting relatives of hers rather than the woman herself. But no news have surfaced about the project in over 11 years, with it being presumed cancelled since it is nowhere seen on any list of upcoming DreamWorks movies. Tortoise and Hare was a movie planned to be released in 2003 and was one of the 4 film deals that Aardman had with DreamWorks, but was put on hold and set to be released in 2004 in favor of Chicken Run, which was released in 2000. Reports began to surface in 2001 that Aardman Animations has suspended production on a dystopian flick Tortoise vs. Hare and laid off around 100 crew members. A source told that Ain't Cool News it's a meltdown time. The source says that the production was formally halted on July 3rd for an indefinite period of time, citing serious script issues. The Insider called it an unholy mess of a film and said, "It's amazing that we got as far as we did." The voice talent includes the late actor Bob Hoskins, Brenda Blethyn, Lee Evans, and Orlando Jones. This movie hasn't been confirmed cancelled or in production, but I will count it as cancelled since it's been eons since we've heard any news surfaced. Boo! Borough of Otherworldly Operations was a title of an American computer animated supernatural action comedy film being made by DreamWorks Animation. Originally having a June 2015 release date, DreamWorks decided to move the release date in November of 2014, a mere 7 months before release, in order to avoid competition with Pixar's Inside Out. The film then was removed from the release schedule and was never added back in, although it has been said that the film had been moved back to an in development status. It is very unlikely that this film will ever see the light of day, and as such, has likely been cancelled. This supernatural action comedy follows 2 bumbling apparitions who find themselves in an extraordinary afterlife adventure when they join the Bureau of Otherly World Operations, Boo, the Ghost World's elite counter-haunting unit, and ultimately must face off against the planet's greatest haunter. Larkians is a cancelled film from DreamWorks Animation. The film was to be written by Harry Cripps and produced by Christina Stangberg. It was set for February 16, 2018 release, before Mitchell announced the film's cancellation on March 5, 2017. Had it been made, it would have been the first DreamWorks Animation film to be distributed by Universal Pictures, whose parent company NBC Universal acquired DreamWorks Animation in 2016. This was the second 2018 DreamWorks Animation film to be cancelled, the other being The Croods 2. With the cancellation of Larkians, DreamWorks Animation had no film coming out in 2018. The plot centers around Perry, an uptight Bibley gets kicked out of his sheltered life of his family burrow. He ventures out and finds himself launched on a musical adventure across the mystical Australian outback. On the way, he must fight an evil army of monsters known as the Sivilias, or Sivas for short, and win the heart of his one true love, a female biblically called Bonnie. He also befriends Kangaroo, Red, and Cane Toad, Andrew, who must team up with in order to save the Empire of the Wind. Me My Shadow was an upcoming film. The film would have been a blend of both CGI and hand-drawn animation. It would be the first hand-drawn DreamWorks animation film since Sinbad Legends of the Seven Seas in 2003. It was originally scheduled for release on March 14, 2014, but in February 2013, the film returned to development with Mr. V. Brian Sherman taking its place. The soundtrack list had been released on IMDb Pro. On one of the animators' Twitter, it was announced that the film's negotiations would be released on March 16th or late 2015, which would switch places with Kung Fu Panda 3. In an interview late in 2013, Jeffrey Katzenberg stated that the film was not yet cancelled, but put back on development tracks and would start up production when they got a new rewrite. Josh Gad, the one who plays Stanley Grubb, recorded his first line of dialogue on February 16, 2012. And posted it on his Instagram. He also posted a picture of the page of the script, and one of the lines of directions were Stanley and Stan's control. Waves at Heidi as she advances closer to him. The film would have been half 2D and half 3D. The plot centers around Stanley Grubb, the world's most boring and dull man. He has a shadow named Stan, who wants more excitement but can't have it because he's attached to Stanley. When Stan uncovers a criminal plot in the shadow world that involves an evil shadow who wants to lead a rebellion to take over the human world, he decides to take control of Stanley, to give him a glimpse of adventure, and also stop the shadow villain from leading the rebellion. The two of them go on to an adventure throughout the shadow world to investigate the situation, and face the villain before the villain in the shadows set to do the human world to take control of the humans. Stanley also has a love interest named Heidi. Mumbai Musical was an upcoming computer-animated musical fantasy adventure film previously in development by DreamWorks Animation. The film would have taken place in a jungle in India, much like Disney's The Jungle Book. The film will tell about two monkeys who are set to destroy the leader of the demons, who want to dominate the world. The film used to be titled Bollywood Superstar Monkey, but renamed to Mumbai Musical. In September 2012, it was announced that the film would be released on December 19, 2015, but half a year later rescheduled to March 18, 2016. In June 2014, the release date was pushed back to March 10, 2017. In January 2015, the film was taken off the schedule completely and shifted back into limbo. Here is a little something I like to call honorable mentions. Back when Pearl Studio used to be called Oriental DreamWorks, their first anime feature was going to be called Zodiac, about an anthropomorphic cat in a modern society with anthropomorphic animals trying to make sure he becomes the first cat on the Chinese zodiac, while also discovering a sinister conspiracy. Set to be released in 2014. However, while the film's storyboards were released online, the film's production was cancelled due to problems at Oriental DreamWorks. Visual development for ODW/DreamWorks project, Richard Dacus was the art director on for about a year before it was shelved. Layout by Michael Esack, character design by Willie Reel. I like these similarities to other animated movies with animals, dressed in clothing, in a big city. But this project was being worked on a few years before seeing in Zootopia.
Having ideas for a spicy video? Comment below for ideas. Be sure to subscribe for more videos that'll be uploaded every other week or every other month. I don't know. Also, follow me on my other social medias And also click the little bell button so you won't miss my videos when they are first uploaded. I hope you all enjoy this. Thank you, and have a fantastic day.